High school was a lot of fun for Karen. She kept up with her homework and her schoolwork, but she tried out for drill team and made it, and she began years of drill team. She became an officer, eventually becoming the colonel, and she was so busy with drill team that she really didn't have a whole lot of time for much else. She loved it, and she was good at it, and she learned many leadership skills through drill team. She didn't date a whole lot of boys through high school, a few, but Karen was very picky and particular about who she went out with. She didn't want to just go out with anybody, and she was fine hanging out with her girlfriends. Many times she would say she had way more fun with her girlfriends than with a date.
Garrett's high school years went pretty smoothly. He was very busy. He was involved in a lot of different things, mostly having to do with music. He was involved in marching band all 4 years. He did 4-H and showed rabbits. It was just a busy, busy time, and he was still, of course, very focused on finding his one true love. And so there was a lot of drama surrounding girls, and just that search that he was continuously searching. He was searching for that one. The first time Garrett and Karen met was actually at a restaurant. We were having a family dinner, and Allison brought her roommate to this family dinner where we were meeting in Waco. And nothing really happened at that meeting. Garrett was still in a relationship, and there was time came and went, and nothing happened. And then Karen came to Rockdale, and she came to Mark's birthday celebration, and I saw something there. I saw that look. I saw the interest. Before we knew it, Garrett was telling Karen things through Allison. He was telling Allison things to tell her through text and through phone conversation. And I think I knew when that first connection happened, because Karen had told Garrett, I think those first fateful words were, "I didn't find the thug life, Garrett. The thug life found me." And when she said that, I feel like Garrett just thought that was hilarious. He thought that was so funny, and I just knew there was something there.
One particular night, Karen and Garrett were Skyping, and he was playing the piano and singing, and she really wanted her dad to hear him playing and singing. So we were standing there listening and thought it was awesome. And then when they were through talking, she asked her dad, "Well, what do you think? Should I date him?" And he said, "Karen, I think that's who you're going to marry." And she just was overjoyed because, she had decided years earlier that she wasn't going to date until she met the man that she was going to marry. And we knew early on that that was Garrett.
It didn't take long for them to begin dating. And Garrett was happier than I had ever seen him. He told me from the very beginning, he said, "This just feels different. This feels so different." They dated for a while. We got to know Karen so much better. She came to Rockdale more, and we just got to see her more. And Karen just brings so much joy. She is a light in a room, and I think that was her joy that really was the first attraction for Garrett. And so here we are, Garrett's dating, and suddenly he's talking about buying a ring, and he says, I think she's the one. I know she is, and she's the one, and I want to do this. Yeah.
Just some words of advice that I would have for the two of you are to love each other fiercely. Always go to God in prayer for any decision, big or small, that you make. Keep Him at the center of your family. Keep your family in church. That's very important. And be kind to each other. Laugh a lot. Have fun together. Go on dates. And always remember how you feel right now, and to keep that love alive and never go to bed angry. And just know that you have a great big family behind you, supporting you and encouraging you and praying for you every day.
And so if I had any advice for Garrett and Karen, and I think I've told them this before, in every relationship, there's 20% that you just despise about the other person, even in jobs, not just in relationships, but even in employment. There's 20% that you just despise, but there's 80% that makes you incredibly happy. And the thing that you absolutely love, the thing that drew you to that person or position in the first place. And it's the 80% that we have to focus on. When that 20% is our focus, it seems so much bigger. But if we focus on the 80%, that's how we get through. That's how we stay married. That's how we stay in relationships and jobs, is focusing on that 80% of that person that you absolutely adore.